Hello, parents, and welcome to our KidWorks orientation. My name is Jessica, and I'm the site director at our Dan Donahue Center. KidWorks has 3 sites: Dan Donahue Center, KidWorks Center on Townsend, and KidWorks Center at Evergreen. Some of the amazing staff you will meet here are our leadership staff: David Benavides, our executive director; Yasna Barron, our chief finance officer; Lori Oles, our Senior Director of Programs and Strategies; Gerardo Magaña, our Senior Director of Volunteer and Leadership Development. Our support staff are Noemi Juarez, our Director of After-School Programs; Frank Bejarrano, our Family and Community Engagement Director; Sonia Rios, our Parent Engagement Coordinator; and Becky White, our Marketing and Communications Manager. Here at the KidWorks Dan Donahue, you will meet myself, Jessica Ellis, the site director; Jackie Hernandez, our ASP program and administrative lead; Breezy Cruz, our associate site director; Rachel Cervantes, our after-school program enrichment lead; Maria Rubalcaba, our youth leadership coordinator; Erica Sanchez, our college and career manager. At the Townsend Center, you will meet Karina Flores, our KCT site director, and Cynthia Gomez, our program assistant. At our Cedar Evergreen site, you will meet Diana Valdez, our KCE site director, and Cesar Ledesma, our program assistant.
Now I'd like to introduce some new staff members that are also a part of our after-school program team. So this year at the Dan Donahue Center, we will have Van Vo, who will serve as our roving program substitute. And we also have Jennifer Marino, who will be our program substitute.
And our preschool staff: Idalia Galdames, Director of Preschool; Alma Magaña, Site Supervisor and Lead Teacher; Arminda Barrera, Lead Teacher; Rosa Rojas, Assistant Teacher; and Rosario Vasconcelos, our Preschool Substitute.
Hi, I'm Diana Valdez, and I'm the Site Director for our Cedar Evergreen site. I'll be going over our attendance policy. Attendance is a very important aspect of the after-school programs at KidWorks. Children's daily attendance is critical for their learning and academic success. Children who have good attendance receive the full benefits of the program and establish a pattern for future education. Due to the pandemic, I'll be going over our virtual attendance policy. Even though students are not receiving in-person instruction, attendance continues to be important for both their mental and for academic success. Parents are still required to notify of any absences or changes in their schedule. In lieu of making a phone call, please call or email or text reception@kidworksoc.org and inform us of any schedule changes, absences, or expectation of tardiness. Please include reason for change, child's name, grade, and KidWorks Center.
Now I will cover a little bit of the COVID sick leave attendance. And so this school year, students will be allowed an additional 14 days of excused absences in addition to our regular excused absences due to any COVID circumstance. So again, you are able to submit any of these information or notes to us via telephone or sending us an email at reception@kidworksoc.org.
Our leave of absence policy. Should your student need to take a leave of absence, please submit these forms virtually. You can request these forms by sending an email to reception@kidworksoc.org, and they will send you an electronic form.
Commitment and participation policies. KidWorks staff commit to provide a safe environment, provide quality tutoring, report to parent of any inappropriate behavior of student, be accessible to parents outside of program hours with appointment, provide opportunities for personal, spiritual, and educational development. Parents' commitment to ensure students' attendance in our program, virtual and in person when the time comes, promote positive use of available program including but not limited to tutoring, workshops, and extracurricular activities. 3, to check students' agenda regularly and ensure that the students' homework is complete. 4, stay informed about students' education and communicate any concerns to KidWorks staff. 5, meet all parent program requirements. Student commitment. 1, to contribute to a positive environment online and at the center when the time comes by following KidWorks traditions. 2, to complete homework every day and ask for help when needed. 3, to participate in daily KidWorks activities. Online student expectations. 1, follow the student conduct policy during our online programming. 2, respect others. 3, never participate in online bullying. 4, protect your privacy by not giving out your personal details. 5, protect the privacy of others by never posting or forwarding their personal details or images without their consent. Student Zoom virtual etiquette. 1, check your tech before the Zoom meeting. Make sure your tech is charged and ready to go. 2, make sure you have all you need for your meeting. Charger, headphones, if you have them. 3, find a quiet place so that you can focus and pay attention. 4, show up on time or a few minutes early to the meeting. 5, always enter the meeting with your microphone muted. 6, turn your video button on. We need to see you to see your participation. 7, participate. Give the speaker your full attention. Speak clearly when it's your turn. 8, use the hand button when you want to speak or raise your hand. 9, always have an adult present. 10, no bullying. Be kind to everyone.
Discipline. Discipline shall include positive guidance, redirection, and the setting of clear boundaries. These steps help foster the student's ability to become self-disciplined. Student behavior expectations, traditions. Number 1, respect yourself, others, in the center. Number 2, come prepared. That means be ready to learn, both physically and mentally. That means wearing appropriate clothing and having your mind ready to learn. Tradition number 3, have fun and be positive. Consequences. The first one will be a warning. The student will be given a verbal warning by their program leader explaining the reason behind it. Parent-guardian meeting. At this point, the student may be placed on a behavior contract. The program leader will notify the student's parent or guardian and schedule a meeting with the site director and have a meeting with the student to discuss the student's behavior.
Now, I did want to mention we do have an incentive program here at KidWorks. This year, it will be modified. Considering COVID, we will have students earn virtual points in their classrooms. And the students with more virtual points will be entered in different raffle opportunities in order to win incentive prizes this school year. So we will not be using our KidWorks dollars. We are going to postpone using all of our KidWorks dollars until the spring of 2022.
Child abuse reporting. All KidWorks staff is required to, by law, to report cases of known or suspected child abuse and neglect with reasonable suspicion.
Health. Your child's well-being has a direct impact on his or her educational success. The goal of our programs is to assist you in keeping your students safe and healthy by providing you and your family the proper tools to ensure that. Should your child feel unwell, it is best or advised to keep them off their scheduled Zooms until they are better. Please notify your staff directly or email us at reception@kidworksoc.org. Arrival and dismissal. Please ensure that your child logs on to their Zoom meetings on time or a few minutes early. Should your child need to leave early, they can message their staff directly, or you can email us at reception@kidworksoc.org.
Evaluations. To ensure your students' academic success, parents are responsible to turn in report cards to their student's program leader when he or she asks for it or when it is received from the school.
Now I will be covering the all-site are all of our centers framework for the after school program. On Mondays and Wednesdays, our students will be in their regular classrooms that we call homeroom. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, students will be in those homerooms with their teachers, but it'll be a modified time where they'll be able to do different workshops, whether it's a KU workshop or an enrichment. On Tuesdays, they'll also have the opportunity to jump into homework hotline to have additional homework assistance. And again, this is virtual and optional for them. On Fridays, we will have Fun Fridays where the center will be open for students to come and play. The site directors will give you the schedules for when students will come in to be on site. And on Saturdays, we will continue to have our Love and Music program. Now I will cover the schedule for our after school program. I will first start with the Dan Donahue Center. On Mondays through Thursdays, grades kinder through second grade and sixth grade will come from 3 o'clock till 4:15. Our grades third through fifth grade and seventh grade will come from 4:30 to 5:45. Our grades 8th through 12th grade will be coming from 6 to 7:15. Again, they won't be all in the same classroom. They will be in their corresponding classrooms with students of their own grades. On Tuesdays, we will be having KidWorks University workshops. So I know that they were previously on Fridays. This year, all of our kinder through 12th grade workshops will be held on Tuesdays throughout the school year. I also want to mention our program for Love and Music will continue on Saturdays, and the time will be from 10 to 11:15. Let me now share the KidWorks Center on Townsend and their new hours. So for Monday through Thursday programming, our kinder through second grade students will come from 3 to 4 p.m. Our students from third through fifth grade will come from 4:30 to 5:30. Our students in sixth through eighth grade will come from 6 to 7 p.m. We will also be providing the same workshops that are offered at the Dan Donahue Center at our Townsend Center for our kinder through eighth grade students. A new addition to the Townsend Center this year, our kinder through second grade students and our third through eighth grade students will have the opportunity to have tutoring time with their KidWorks staff members. So if you're a kinder through second grade student, you'll get to stay after your program time for 20 minutes to have additional support on homework. And if you're a third through eighth grade student, you'll be able to either stay after your program or come before to get that tutoring time. So that'll be from 5:30 to 5:50. I'll now go over the KidWorks Cedar Evergreen campus and their new hours. So for Monday through Thursday, our kinder through second grade students will be coming from 3 to 4 p.m. Our students in third through fifth grade will be coming from 4:15 to 5:30. Our students in sixth through 12th grade will be coming from 5:45 to 7 p.m. Now, we did want to mention that transportation for our high school students in the Townsend Center will be postponed this year due to some of the COVID guidelines and safety protocols.
Hello, my name is Frank Bejarano. I am the Director of Family and Community Engagement. This year, we are joined by a new director. His name is Carlos Magaña. He oversees all of our volunteer and leadership development. And you all know Miss Sonia. She is our parent engagement coordinator. So right now we're just going to cover a few of the pieces that are really important specifically for you as a family and how it relates to our parent program. And so just wanted to start us off by letting you know that we believe that that a child's first teacher is you, which you are the parent. Our role here is to really provide you with the tools so that you can better support your child in their education. Through this holistic approach here at KidWorks, of not just working with the student or your child, but really looking to see how we can really surface all of your skills, all of the assets that you bring as a family, and really highlight them, right? And so we at KidWorks, we're gonna be really focusing around some very specific ways, and the first one is through parent education, and we do that through a series of workshops. And so if you have been with us in previous years, you know that we offer workshops on a regular basis. And this year is no different. We will be offering workshops.
And this year we'll be offering workshops in person and online.
And presenters are going to be very knowledgeable and really experts on the topic that they're presenting. And so as the months progress, we will be notifying you about those, the topics, the dates and times during our general parent meeting or our family town hall, right? And so you will be notified on a monthly basis of the offerings, and then you will be receiving a message to remind of those workshops. So if you are interested in joining us, by all means, please, join us. And so I did want to mention one of the or highlight this. There are certain requirements of our parent program if you have your child enrolled at KidWorks, and so that our family, we are actually requiring our parents to attend at least 4 workshops throughout the school year. So within the 9 months that it makes up the school year, you at least attend to 4 of those workshops. And now we'll move to general parent meetings. We want to continue to do our best to respect your time, because I know your time is precious with your families. And so for now, our meetings will continue to happen on the last Tuesday of every month. Once again, the meetings are always filled with relevant information on our programs, important dates, announcements, as well as resources. We usually try our best to have resource partners come and present their services and the resources that they provide. So please, continue to attend those. This year, we are requiring all of our families to attend at least 6 of those meetings within the school year. And so meetings will continue to be done through Zoom, and will be taking place from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. All the login information will be sent to you through a text message via Remind as the dates approach. Being the requirement to volunteer at least 5 hours will be postponed. However, I did want to share with you that we are looking to have our volunteer center look at various ways in which you can get plugged into our virtual programs and continue to be of support. However, we don't have many details today, but we will be sharing opportunities in the short future. So another area that I did want to mention is in regards to our parent groups. Parent groups are very important to us. They are a cornerstone of our program. I've personally seen families really grow, when they are plugged into our programs. And so the first one I did want to mention and really highlight is our KidWorks Parent Advisory Council. The Parent Advisory Council is really a space where we look to grow and develop leadership and empower you as a parent. And so we host those meetings on Mondays which is the third Monday of the month, between 6 and 7 p.m. And so if you are interested in having your voice be counted and be heard on a more regular basis, this is a great space to get involved in. And so if you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to myself or Ms. Sonia, and we can provide more details and answer any questions that you may have. And so that is essentially all of that I wanted to share around our parent program. Here you'll see that, there's a receipt of the actual parent handbook in which, we are asking for a signature and the return of this specific page. And so we will be sharing more details about how we are going to be getting this physical copy of the manual to you and for you to be able to return it back to us. And so thank you for taking your time and being here with us this evening.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Halbert. I am the Operations Manager and HR Generalist here at KidWorks, and I'm going to be going over the public and parent conduct at KidWorks. KidWorks Community Development Corporation is a place of employment and education. Certain limits must be established for parents and guests visiting our facilities. Our goal is to make this a safe and welcoming environment for you and your children. All persons on KidWorks property or attending a function hosted here must behave in a respectful and orderly manner. The operations manager, which is me, and the site director, Ms. Jessica Ellis, or the designated agents are responsible for all of the persons on these premises. Therefore, the following standards will apply at the center. Any person who is not a staff member, trained volunteer, or a student of KidWorks will be considered a visitor. All visitors must check in at the reception desk and complete a wellness and liability waiver before continuing through the building. Visitors will be given a visitor's credential, which must be used at all times while at the center or attending any functions. Visitors must dispose of the credential and sign out before leaving the building. Visitors attending public events within the center, such as general parent meetings, health fairs, etc., do not need to register with reception. You'll register at your event. Program leaders will not take class time to discuss individual student matters. Therefore, reception cannot interrupt lessons. Messages will be taken in detail and delivered to the program leader once all the learning sessions are complete, or through email, whichever is quickest, depending on the urgency. Any unauthorized persons on KidWorks property will be reported to me, the operations manager, or any of the designees previously mentioned. Any unauthorized persons will be asked to leave, and if necessary and the situation warrants it, the police will be called. Now I'll be going over the parent or public behavior in case of emergencies at KidWorks. The safety of your children is of paramount importance to KidWorks. In order to keep your children safe during an emergency, we need parents to follow certain protocols. Therefore, the following standards will apply at the center in case of emergencies. Entry to the center will not be allowed during an emergency or emergency drill of any kind. Emergencies consist of, but are not limited to, fires, earthquake, severe weather, active shooter, lockdown, a necessities outage, which would be power, water, or gas. There will be emergency drills throughout the school year for all major emergencies. We're unable to give exact dates, but we will send you a note home the day of the drill happens with your child. In case of a real emergency, KidWorks will text via the Remind app to inform you about the situation and your next steps as a parent. If the center is on lockdown, do not come to the center. We will not be allowed to let you in, and we cannot let your children out until the police or the overseeing authority clears us. If you don't have the Remind app, please contact the parent engagement coordinator, which would be Sonia, for more information so she can set you up. A small note, as the pandemic continues to rage on with these new variants, we are not going to have our doors open at all times. We do ask that you call ahead of time so that we may schedule an appointment with you. You don't have to call us days in ahead, just 5 to 10 minutes before you show up to the center so that we're aware that you are on your way and are, allow you into the building. Otherwise, you will find that the doors are locked. Considerations for the pandemic. The current pandemic has changed the way we go about our daily activities. We value our families and strive to provide the best possible service in all settings. As such, we are following safety protocols that are somewhat stricter than required by federal, state, county, and city ordinances. While this parent handbook describes general policies, we may, on a case-by-case basis, alter, delete, or promulgate new guidelines to follow in order to keep students, volunteers, visitors, and employees as safe as possible. Some of the general protocols include masks. All persons over 2 years old entering our facilities, including the parking and waiting areas, must wear a mask, even if you have been vaccinated. There are no exceptions to this rule, and you will be asked to leave if you do not wear a mask. Distance. All people who approach our facilities must respect the physical distance markers. They will be available on the ground and on the walls to help with spacing. There are no unannounced visits to KidWorks at the moment. To keep all of our visitors safe, we ask that you call or text 714-312-6335 or email reception@kidworksoc.org. That's RECEPTION at KidWorksoc.org for instructions before coming in person. Temperature and symptoms. Before you're allowed to continue into the building, reception staff will direct visitors to our wellness check area, where visitors will take their temperature with a touchless kiosk and fill out a questionnaire and liability waiver on a designated tablet. Visitors who pass the temperature and symptom check will be asked to use the hand sanitizer before they continue their visit. And just depending on the state of the reception area at the time of departure, you may be asked to leave the building using a different exit than the front. It's just to avoid large groups congregating in the same area. As always, KidWorks reserves the right to modify, add, and delete any part of these protocols.